Morning. It's morning. A little bit dark still. But I'm gonna try to make coffee. When I say it's morning, it's like 4 a.m. No coffee. How am I gonna make coffee? Okay, I have to do something else. First, we're gonna need sugar. Then we're gonna need Nutella for breakfast. We're gonna have nut chocolate for breakfast. Next, we warm up the water. I filled it up. What does it say? Yeah, it's got like 4 cups. I'm gonna switch it on. So here it is. And switch on. Yeah. We're gonna need a flask. Need to clean it first. And now we're gonna need tea. This is like that. Okay, I've just washed the flask before I put this on. You need this. Just one of this. See this? I don't know if you can see this. So one of these. Put them in here. You can hear the water still going. Okay, need this for the Nutella, so I'm gonna warm this up. Usually that's for the, toast or something you guys take. All right, we got this. Let's pour it in. And that's Iraqi tea, Arabic tea. Shake it. Now you need one of these little tiny gems. Look at this. It's very small because that's how tea is supposed to be drank. I never drink it like that though, but I'm gonna just test it. I'm gonna drink it just for this occasion to show you guys that's how you drink it. Look at these. The color's not great, so what we're gonna do? Put it back in. Obviously, it's not finished yet. Not done correctly. Need it to be darker. Darker, you silly thing, darker. Go darker. Okay. Alright. Let's try. Try that again. Has gone a little bit darker, but not the color I want. So I think I'm gonna give it more time. While this is now brewing, gonna keep it aside. We got this. Damn it! It's hot. Let's put some chocolate inside. God's sake, it's hot. It's hot. God. Well, put it on the ground. Nutella goes inside. There we go. I'm supposed to eat this with the tea. Got too hungry. Let's give this another go. Flask inside. See the color. Alright, see the color? Different. It's a little bit darker. Just the point. The darker that it gets, the better. I'm gonna put it inside and wait for it to be a little bit more dark. Okay guys, so the tea that I'm drinking today is called Ahmed tea. The glasses actually, because the green screen is all gone fuzzy. But it's called Ahmed tea. I don't know if you can see it there. There you go. It's Ahmed tea. Excellent tea. You know what's best about the tea? About this entire setup that I've got here, because I can see myself inside this picture that I took of the background of a park that's nearby, and it's really cool. I feel I'm inside the park while I'm actually looking at it right now, and so I feel like I'm outside. I saw an episode of The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory is actually inside this virtual reality, and he says, "Ah, this is nice." And then what he did, he bought he bought the air freshener next to him from like an outside, Amazon or whatever, and forest, sorry. So he just wants, this is how the forest smells like, and people are telling him, well, if you want to smell the forest, go outside. Don't go in a virtual reality world. So I'm like this. It's exactly like the same. Geeks and nerds. That's what they do. They put something like this. They look at the screen. They don't look at the real life. I mean, if I look outside right now like this, it's actually very cold outside. Very cold. But if you look at here, I'm having breakfast in the park where nobody can tell you if you're right or wrong. Just had, of course, my Nutella, and well, wouldn't call that exactly breakfast, but it's actually, it'll do. Alright, let's change the scenery. Okay, that's better. I'm a little bit warmer now that I've got the heat on. I finished the tea. I'm thinking of having eggs now, making more tea. Which is an advantage of having a flask, and that means you can pour the tea inside it. Loads of tea comes out of it, and a little bit of 1 teaspoon of sorry, not 1 teaspoon, 1 meal spoon of tea, of Ahmed tea, can actually fill you up with a flask for the several cups. Still cheaper than the coffee machine that I had before. That thing was expensive. Very, very expensive. That's why I returned it. I returned that stupid coffee machine. Although I miss it, it was still easier to make. I wish it was cheaper to make, like 50 pence or 20 pence. Yeah. My phone has been vibrating non-stop over the last several days. You guys have been overwhelming me. Seriously, overwhelming questions. Messages from Skype and messages from Twitter and messages from Facebook and messages from on here, on YouTube. It's been really good. I can't believe it that the vlogs have reached out several of you guys, and the amount of love that I'm getting, it's just unspeakable. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I get speechless when I get to see so many of you care and love the fact that some of the history. When I tell you about my hometown, you guys tell me, you guys get involved. When I tell you about my other life stuff, you guys get really cool stuff. But I mean, some of you guys say, I just done like a 5-hour interview from Stream Underground, but there was one question in there that really got me started to think even after the interview, and the question was like, when did the hate start? Of course, in the Cody community, when I started doing the videos inside the other channel. But let me just start something out. I got to think about it. When did hate start? Now, I said this before. I came into the UK and I was already like branded a specific person that came into the UK that's wanting to do something. In my entire life, as for when I became as soon as I got my hand and feet out of college and university, when I finished all that, I started to work. So I never stepped into those places where I would go to get social services or social money or such anything. What I did, I lasted 1 week to actually ask for money from the social services, social whatever, I don't know, what it is. It's like council payment. I don't know what job seeker allowance, I think it's called back then. But I only lasted 1 week. Do you know why I lasted 1 week? 1 week I went in there to sign, and I found it so demeaning. I could not do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do signing. Why would I even do signing? Actually, it was only the point where I was working part-time for a computer company, and I was doing a college, and because I was like moving from the school to college, they didn't know what was going on, so I had to do signing. For 1 week, I signed. The next week, I said, I ain't gonna do that signing. I'm not gonna do that signing shit. I can't do it. I can't. And so I went back to the place where I was working part-time, and I said, please let me work here full-time, even if you don't have to pay me. And they said they have to do like taxes or whatever. But there was something called, the Prime Minister of the UK, Tony Blair at the time, he made a New Deal. The New Deal system. And the New Deal system was really cool, because the New Deal system, it gave money to the company that I work for to hire anybody from that just came out of college or university or whatever, and continue his study while he's paying him, and I will be classed as a full-time guy. So that was great. What my point is, I never wanted to ask for extra help. I've been always working. Even now I'm working my ass off. But when did hate start? I started that as soon as I walked in to a country that's not mine. I don't know why. I mean, I always thought of myself as an earthling. All God's land is a land. All the land is land. I never thought of borders. I don't care about the borders. I do know that they exist, but in my mind, I never see anyone else like different. But others will. Do you know how I know that? I got into a bus one day from secondary school. Came in here when I was in secondary school. Never came in the UK in primary school. Came in here in UK when I was in secondary school. And I got in the bus, and I got in on the bus from school to home, actually. Who was harassing me? You're gonna love this. It was six formers, which means like high school girls. I mean, I was in second year of secondary school, and these were six formers, which was like almost college age, and they started harassing me because, I don't know, because of my color, or because the way I talked, or maybe I didn't talk because I wasn't talking very well English. Spat on me on the bus. Nobody did anything. Nobody said anything to them. I wouldn't blame them right now, because nobody does anything these days. So you see somebody that spit on somebody else, nobody says anything. I would say I wouldn't blame them right now, because I know how society is stupid and effed up. People should help each other, not leave someone. And so not only did they spit on me, I got off from the bus stop. I got out from the bus so I can actually walk home to before my bus stop. And I wanted to walk away from the bus. I wanted to walk away from everything, but I didn't want any trouble. I was young compared to these girls. Whoa! And they looked like playing rugby. I don't know if you guys know what rugby is. And they followed me. I don't know if it was a rite of passage, but they followed me to beat me up. And they did. The next day, they told everybody in their school. So all the boys was also picking on me. Guess of their, like I said, color, race, whatever. Then the next we have got the people that bullied me was a guy who, now back then, pennies used to be worth a lot of money. I'm not saying like the 5p shillings or whatever, but I had 60 pence altogether. 60 pence in my pocket, and the bus fare was like 25 pence. So 60 pence would last me the whole day. When I walked home, I found a boy. He comes in his bicycle, give me your money. Now, I didn't know what that meant. Why would you ask me for money? So I didn't have any money. Well, he said, what do you have? I showed him. I got a couple of pennies. He took it from me. He beat me up. It's like 60 pence, man. You beat up a boy for 60 pence? That's just idiotic. But you know what? It's not his fault. It's how our society has generated this. I ended up being in the hospital. All I know is that the crying sound of my mother in the ambulance because I was beaten up. Easy target, hate, it's been going on all my life. Whether it is a test of natural behavior of the world, or a test in someone out there wants to test me in life, or somebody out there wants to tell me that life is horribly stupid and it's going to be lasting forever like this. I developed the skin for being pushed around all my life. In Iraq, we left our home. In a country that we wanted to call home, we get pushed around. In a YouTube that I'd like to call it, no, I wouldn't call it my home. YouTube, internet, I'd like to call it a place where I can actually be free and talk. I get pushed around all the time. You see my pictures thrown all over the place because I try to help, and some other guys, they don't like it because they have seen it this way. They've seen it. I'm very bad at helping. I'm very bad at it because they don't like the way that I help. They don't like the way that I help better than them. So it's bad. It's very bad to help. Why are they helping? Why is Husham helping? Why is Husham even spending time to help? He has some excellent, different agenda. With all the bad things that happened to me, the way that I've lived and ran away from my country, wars, the way that I've got hate from all sort of different people in here in the UK, kids, life, shit. Let alone what I have had problems at work. I mean, I used to work at a company that they used to hate me because I used to help. And I'm not sure why people hate the fact that I help. But it doesn't stop me. But it should stop me, because I should like say, I don't care. I'm not helping you anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But in my other channels, I help out. In my website, I help out. Do you know why I help out? Seriously, do you know why I help out? I mean, with all the bad things that I've seen in life, I should be Lex Luthor, enemy of Superman. I should be like that, nemesis of Superman. In the same, I'm only giving you an example. Lex Luthor wants to be the nemesis of Superman. What about What about me? I could be the nemesis of everybody else and try to stop helping everybody. But instead, I have my own nemesis. And who are they? Look at my other life and look at how people have actually judged me. And you need to judge for yourself. You need to open up your eyes. One day, you're going to be opening up your eyes to actually see how things are. A lot of people have misjudged me. And later on, either they became friends or they just focused somewhere else. I never wanted to do anything else apart from helping. And this place has, where I'm doing right now, the YouTube, what I'm doing, internet, it gave me an opportunity to do something about it. And I hope I'm not boring you to death with just talking to you personal stuff, because I did tell you at the beginning of my vlogs, this is going to be more personal vlogs than normal vlogs. You can, if you want to laugh and pranks and all that sort of things, yeah, I might do it in the future, but at this moment I'm going to be just doing just normal stuff, day-to-day stuff, and explain to you a couple of things about me, because I'm here. Unlike others, I am here. Unlike others, I am always open. Thank you guys for watching. Until tomorrow.